Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Adventurous Guide to the Galaxy. Now, this is going to be one of my little bit more relaxed and polished videos. I do a lot of very random videos, and I think that's what's got me in trouble, because over the years I talk about a bunch of different things. And I also just do outdoors videos and all the things. But today, we're talking about Elon Musk and the new X app that he's doing, the Everything app. Now, I did a video a little while back called the Emotional Lemon Juicer with Elon Musk and, Kyrie Irving and stuff like that. It was a video just about talking about Elon Musk and how everyone, usually they jump on one side or the other about this, something. And I'm going to make this video today to dedicate it to all the liberals and conservatives, or, all the crypto people, whoever you are, whatever angle you're coming at this, welcome here, because I'm going to have to teach a lot of you guys something. Now, a lot of conservatives and stuff, they're like, oh, Elon Musk is this freedom of speech guy, and all the liberals will say, oh, Elon Musk is this, other person, he took Twitter and now it's the end of the world and all this stuff. They're very confused about this X app, and I've been telling you guys for a while. I made videos years ago. I don't know if I still have them on here, because they tag the video and they make it all like censorship, like a little buggy thing, so I have to get rid of the video, re-roll into a new one. You already know how it goes, because we want to make sure we can last into the future. Everyone thinks, I read a little BBC, I went to YouTube, I went to the BBC section, they talked about Elon Musk getting rid of the little bird, right? And a lot of people were confused. They're like, oh my god, Elon Musk, he's so stupid. Oh, he's a dumb billionaire, he doesn't get it. Oh, Twitter, he's gonna tank Twitter. And I was listening to Clownfish TV, and like Clownfish TV, funny, neon and geeky over there, very funny stuff sometimes, you know what I mean? But he was saying that, he's like, oh, wow, Elon Musk is going to wreck Twitter, and I'm very happy about this. I think, he came in and wrecked it ever since the beginning, which is true. But, a lot of people, something they're missing is that the plan that is going on, a lot of people really think that all these different types of millionaires and billionaires and stuff, they're really, unless they actually are trying to kill each other, they don't dislike each other. I want to let you all know that regular conservatives, hit the like button and everything, and comment down below so you can beat the algorithm, because they don't want people to know this stuff, you know what I mean? And this is very good stuff. This isn't like any graphic material or anything like that. They've been planning on this for a long time now. The X, he called it X, right? There's a lot of things. He has SpaceX, he has like the X something model Tesla, X.com used to be his thing when he helped make PayPal back in the day, and back in the 90s, there's videos of him talking about this, and he just purchased the X.com, I think it's like the rights to that name. I don't know what the actual word is. I'm forgetting. It's a little bit late and get ready to go to sleep, because I gotta get up in a couple hours and go do some stuff. He just repurchased it back from PayPal, I believe, and he's been planning this for a while. You know what I mean? So, also let's add in this. A lot of people don't know. They're like, oh, he's murdered Twitter and it's all this stuff. This is the whole plan the whole time. He's going to have, right? He's going to have the X.com. It's going to be the Everything app. He's trying to compete with Facebook, YouTube, and everything, like the Rumble. He's trying to jump in the game here. He bought it for this much money. People are saying, oh, he's doing all, he's crazy. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, if you knew, like I said, I'm going to drop below some people who've been talking about this for a while, and some of my videos where I talked about Elon Musk. Share this video out there. It's not going to get a whole bunch of likes, because, again, they don't want you to know this. He's trying to compete with Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Rumble, TikTok. It's going to be another Everything app, right? Because Facebook and, YouTube and all these other apps, like a lot of times, like I said, great and terrible, one the other that they may be, they've gotten lazy. They don't really innovate as much. I mean, the last innovation you've seen from YouTube, aside from all the creators complaining that they're not, prioritizing them, and they're prioritizing large money and big corporations and all that stuff, because, in comes all these corporations in YouTube and baseball, football, NBC, MSNBC, BBC, and all this stuff. It used to not be there. It used to just be YouTubers, and it was a different time. But like I said, the adpocalypse and all these different types of things. If you know what an adpocalypse 1, 2, and 3 is, the meme wars, put that down in the below so that people can they can know what's going on here. But like I said, he's trying to compete with. He's doing the Everything app, trying to compete with all the other apps there, because they don't innovate. Last innovation YouTube had was like the shorts. They're trying to compete with TikTok, but I mean, you can't sit there and say you have shorts when you have like this algorithm is busted, and now they're having to try to pay for Eli the computer guy and Louis Rossman talked about YouTube's trying to pay for views and stuff like that. I mean, people have been doing it covertly in this other way. It was against the law, against the guidelines, but now they're rolling out their own version of it, which is really weird. I'll try to put that in there as well. Like I said, it'll take me a little while because I have to put this video up, and then when I get up in the morning, I have to put all the the links in the description. But again, he's turning it into the X app, the everything app. Now, what also a lot of people have a hard time understanding, to think that Elon, oh, he's this freedom of speech guy, or oh, he's this super, like, you guys need to just actually focus on who he is, like what he actually does, right? SpaceX, the Tesla Model X, he's going to be using, I think Crypto Hulk was talking about, he's going to be using XRP. He's going to be using Dogecoin, or not Dogecoin. He's going to be XRP. They have XLM. He's got the Starlink satellites that uses XLM. If I remember correctly, I have to find these things. I'll put it below. It'll take me a little while to get all these things. Remember, I'm very slow with that sometimes because I get very busy. But that's what it's all about, man. Like, y'all are really thinking that, like, Donald Trump or Joe Biden or some person that you may have met, you might know them, hang out with them, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to save you. You have to actually think for yourself and become like a citizen. Like, I know, a lot of people, they'll sit there and say, hey, I want to live in a Star Trek life. Because they watch TV and movies and you envision stuff, and then that's what you want to be in life. I get it. Like I said, I was a kid. I do it now. Hey, that's great. I would like to be that. But a lot of people will say, oh, I want to be Star Trek or like Mass Effect, like that life where all the Star Citizens. Well, guess what? Each one of y'all has to actually participate and put in some stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not saying work every day is not enough, but what I'm saying is, like, the reason why you have to work and do all that extra stuff is because you have been intellectually lazy and you let people get away with stuff. I.e., the situation we're talking about here, right, is they're actually taking this X app from Twitter to X. Like I said, what do you know, it goes from, hey, I tweeted this out, or I did a tweet. What are you going to say now? I did an X. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't sound right. I mean, you know what I mean? In English, for my friends around the world, in English, you know, X, when they say X, or I did an X, or it's either X on the line, or they insert like something that you can think of in your head, which usually is kind of inappropriate, or it means like a porno or something, you know, disrespectful. It's a little warm in here, so I can garage, you know? But like I said, it's getting a little weird because, like, it's the everything app. Like, you can look it up, like Elon Musk everything app. You know what I mean? Look up the CBDCs and all that type of stuff coming out. You're gonna. I think Twitter did something recently where they became like a payment processor. That's what it's all about. A payment processor, like up there with banks, up there with, like, again, PayPal, up there with, like, you know, Cash App, beyond all that stuff. Like I said, they're shutting down all the exchanges. You know, these banks are having issues with exchanges, except for Binance and all these stuff. Like, some of them are still around. It's a little weird, but a lot of them are getting crushed. And now the banks are coming up. Hey, we're offering crypto, and they're really cool about it. 100 banks came out yesterday. Oh, the Ripple case is over. Boom, here it is. All these things are lining up. Conservatives and liberals, they're clinging on to a bunch of, please excuse me when I say this, they're clinging on to a bunch of old white people who are on television somewhere, and when they're like, oh, we're politicians, we're mad about something, liberal, Democrat, Republican, independent, whatever, they're politicians, this little Washington, D.C. and the New York and L.A., like, they actually, like, literally wait for them to think of something before they do something. And then they get angry at people when they're like, oh, I get called all kinds of stuff because I'm like, listen, man, I'm just like a technical professional. I care about actual technology, and like conservatives and liberals, Democrats, they're always so far behind, and they just look ridiculous, and they get angry, and then they want to flag your videos, and then they want to do all this stuff. Like, they're the same thing. They're the same problem because they're so hardcore loving their fake political parties and people that don't actually care about them. And then there's like the 80% of the rest of America who of people who actually are concerned. You know what I mean? Like, these small groups of people, like, they really think that, like, they're going to be saved. You know what I mean? So, like, a lot of people are really confused. A lot of people who paid for Twitter, paid for the blue checks, paid for all these different things, they're upset because now they're, you know, Elon Musk came out with this thing. Another guy, I'll put some really good stuff in the description once I'm able to find it again. You know, he's like, oh, now you can't just go on Twitter and read tweets because, like, they had the scraping, the bots. Like, that's what the excuse was. But like I said, he's saying now you can only view 300 tweets if you're just, you know, you actually have an account and you're using the website. You can pay 600, you can view 600 tweets a day if you actually pay for this low level. But I mean, viewing tweets, I think it was like every comment and every little thing that you view on Twitter. If you don't know Twitter, you view a bunch of different little things. You're scrolling through tweets and everything like that. It's basically become like the Wall Street Journal, like it's like a paid subscription type of deal. And a lot of people are very upset. And now it's going to become a payment processor, everything app. And basically, if you thought it was Twitter, if you were to go on vacation for like a week or a couple weeks and just completely blink out, and then over here you come back, it's going to be like Facebook X mixed with YouTube and Twitter. Like, wait, what happened to Twitter? What? That's how it's going to be. It's literally that. That's what it's going to be like. But like I said, a lot of people, they were laughing. Some people disliked the video. Most people liked it. When I talked about this, and I do videos, but like I said, they always get zapped really quick, and they go like this, and they just kind of stop right there because, again, this is the type of stuff that even conservatives and liberals, they get very upset about because they don't want you to progress through an issue because, oh, well, you can't solve that issue because I need that win for a political season that's in like a couple of years, so you need to wait a couple of years to actually solve this issue. They do it all the time, i.e., like, a bunch of issues where like, oh, well, we could solve that issue, but I need to save that for the political time. Okay, so we're all just gonna, die. And like I said, now they're gonna start zapping up your money and, CBDCs. Look into this stuff. It's called ISO 20022. Me and Daryl Guberman, a good friend of the show. How you doing, Daryl? We did videos about ISO stuff because we talk about a lot of other things. But one thing we haven't talked about, me and him, is sorry, looking at those little baby lizards got in my house. One of the things we haven't looked up is the ISO for crypto. I've personally looked in and talked about it. I think it was like in 2020. I think it was like the middle of 2020. I talked about ISOs and cryptos. Very fantastic stuff. Run out of Switzerland. It's like where they do all the manufacturing standards and stuff. Daryl Guberman loves standards. Fantastic. But like I said, Twitter is going to be the x.com. I don't know if it's going to be x.com or the X, or however it's going to exclusively be. I'm going to get the thumbnail for this video when I get time. But like I said, man, that's what it's going to be. A lot of people are just going to get used to it. A lot of people are shocked. They don't know what to do. They're like all like confused and stuff. Like, oh, Elon's so stupid and this and that. He's just messing it up. It's not about money because they have so much money. It doesn't matter. They could just be like, hey, government, can I borrow like a couple, billion or $1 trillion? Can I have it? Like, yeah, here you go, sure. And then they give it to him. So, people think Elon Musk bought the thing by himself. No, I think he got money from Yahoo and like a couple other places. They gave him a couple $1 billion. I'm not exactly sure. If you know the thing, put it down in the description. But like I said, it wasn't all his money. Like I said, he didn't buy the entirety of Twitter. He bought the largest share of Twitter. So of all the other people who own into Twitter, he has like the largest percentage of all those other people. You know what I mean? So people really are not really clued in. They're just, if you view it between like a Republican or Democrat, like, oh, how is this going to affect the election and this, you're stupid. Like I said, that's not like a normal thing. That's like a new thing that came up in America recently, and they politicize stuff because they need people to pay attention and care about all that stuff. But that's not what it's about. Again, this is a video about the X, Twitter X. The bird is dead and X has risen. The X Phoenix. You know what I mean? Like it's like I said, it's very interesting. So I've always been debating getting a Twitter or getting an X for all this time, but I guess I probably won't get it now because I'm not about to pay all this money and do all this stuff. I was going to get into troll and just look at really funny stuff, but looks like we're not doing that. Thankfully, I've never had a Twitter in my life, so if anybody ever trying to, mess around and say that you're me, you're not. Never had a Twitter in my life, so yeah, there it is. X. So, hope you guys enjoy that. Like, share, and subscribe. Again, throw a like down the video. Definitely comment. Guarantee this won't even get over a lot of views, but like I said, anybody who views it, they always have a good time and like it. Put things in the conversation below. Let me know what's going on. Starting to try to clean up some of the stuff on the channel because they're really going hard with all this stuff, you know what I mean? And I have videos that are monetizable, but like I said, it's always a lot going on because they don't want people to know about the X. So, like, share, and subscribe. Have a good night, and I'll see you soon.